So I'm up here checking on my compost, and this is just something very basic. My husband and I threw together. We've taken some old Bradford pear logs, nailed those together, and then lined this thing with a black plastic bag, and I've kept it covered. So I'm actually in here stirring it around to see how I'm looking. I've still got a little bit of time, so get in here and see what it looks like down here on the bottom. So now that I'm in here turning it, I've got a lot of twigs that still need to break down, but I've got some compost starter too. So I'm trying to kind of see if I can't get this flipped over and moved to the bottom, but at the same time, there's so many of them. Maybe, yeah, this is still got a ways to go. So I might have to end up buying some. I've got So as I'm getting closer down to the bottom on this side, I am getting a little more composted material, but I still have, who even knows what that is on the very bottom. And most of this are the clippings and stuff from my garden last year. I'm thinking about putting some leaves in here because I'm cleaning off my patio. So, and I'm finding some worms underneath those, so I'm going to get them in here. I had one of these hanging pots and it was biodegrading on me, so I threw it in here too, and we've got some worms in there. Welcome to your new home, buddies. You need to get to work. So yeah, as I'm going to take this bunch of leaves up there, there's worms under here, and get those leaves and those worms in that compost pile. Okay guys, so I have some compost starter. I actually need to get some more. So I'm going to, woo, got a little heavy there. Well, I need it in here anyway, but sprinkle it in here. Get my little pitchfork over here and kind of get it stirred down in here. This is definitely a little more work, like I said, as opposed to a bin, but I've just not made the plunge to buy a good one yet, but I will. But like I said, I mean, I really just kind of wanted to show you all this to show you, you know, if you don't have the money to do a bin, you can start with something like this, and it's good exercise. Get your arm muscles going. Help stimulate the endorphins. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. I think I'm going to sprinkle some more of the compost on the top. Then I'm going to place the leaves on it, and then I'm going to water it really good. I actually have a bucket of rainwater there that I'm going to throw on it, but I'm going to need a little more, so I am going to be using my hose. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. So I did it down with the water hose some. Dump that rainwater on there. Cover it back up. And we'll check on it in a few weeks and see how it's doing. just watered this one down with the hose too. This is what I'm going to try to get this composted down too for my sweet potatoes. And I have, you know, old garden clippings, and I put some leaves, worms in the top of it, some of the compost starter to help break that down. And I'm also going to cover it with some black plastic and hopefully get that broke down before in the next 6 weeks. May is generally when I do my sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes really like growing in compost. They did really well for me last year. So I'll break that stick down in there. All right, we're rolling.